Hey, what's up, guys? Russo and Jordy. Jordy's back.
Back.
Dealing with a little bit of back pain, but
Back with
he
back
is back.
pain.
Yeah. And I appreciate you guys showing me a little bit of love with my terrible day at the DMV yesterday. I didn't mean to sound like I was just complaining because life is good. It was just fresh in the moment, so I was just like venting a little bit. But I am so thankful to have my license, not have to deal with that again. At least for 8 years, unless I'm forced to get like this real ID thing, which I did not get. But thank you for the support, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop us a like, drop us a comment. Let us know what you're getting into. It's Flex Friday, so the community could benefit from you guys posting your favorite plays in the comments section. Shout out Joshua Torres, who was the first one who kind of mentioned us doing like the community play thing, everyone posting their favorite plays in the comments. He took Zach Collins yesterday. He called it out going under his 22.5 PRA. I was a little apprehensive because I know Zach Collins hasn't been hitting that, but I was like, Wemby out kind of scares me a little bit, but he stayed under. Zach Collins, what happened, man? Extended minutes and didn't do anything. So good call on taking the under there, bro. We've got 6 plays for you, regular plays, and then Jordy and I are going to both walk through our protected plays, which are all, I mean, for me, it's all demons. I swing for the fences with protected plays. So we're going to break down some demons and some regular plays for you. Shout out to our partners. Underdog, Betr, and Parlay Play are our featured partners. If you use code BACKDOOR at any of those platforms, they're going to hook you up. Parlay Play is going to give you a 100% deposit match up to $100 plus a $5 promo slip. And for Parlay Play, we're going to throw in 30 days in our premium Discord as well. All you have to do is email us at bdfantasysports@gmail.com. We need your Discord username and your Parlay Play username. And then within 24 hours, we'll confirm that the code was used because Parlay Play updates us daily on who's using the code. And then we'll give you, we'll just get you right into the Discord. You get 30 days included with that sign up. And then Betr is going to give you a $200 deposit match plus a free pick to help you cash your first slip. Underdog is going to give you up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick to help you cash your first slip. There's information below on all of the platforms that we're partnered with. If you guys are looking to diversify, which you should be, get the best value on all these different platforms. So yeah, let's talk about the plays we're going to be getting into. Real quick recap, actually, we got 0.5 again on the night picks. My day picks that I put out were super late. It was just for the last game, and it went like 2-2. I just wanted to put something out because I told you guys in the NFL video that I would. But yeah, it was just like I literally only I selected 4 picks. I put together a 4-man slip, and it went 2-2. But both of my night picks hit. I think it was
Sabonis, I think 0.5 does.
Sabonis 0.5 does. Yeah, because I had, sorry, I've been playing too many slips. What do we got? Yeah, so Michael Porter Jr. over 21.5 points, rebounds, went for 31. And then Devin Vassell took him over 16.5 points. Prizepicks is showing me 17. I know he at least cashed. He may have went for a little bit more than that. Sometimes they just leave it green where it goes green. Your other play cash, though, what was your other one? Besides Sabonis?
Sabonis went for 0.5, and then shoot, man, I can't even remember right now off the top of my head. I want to say it was
well, while you're
honestly, I know it cashed, but I made so many slips the other day, I can't remember.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But we got 0.5. Long story short. So these are the plays we're going to be getting into. I'm going to be taking, I'm getting a full point discount on Parlay Play for Vucevic, but I like him to go over the 21.5 points tonight. And yeah, I mean, I'll get into it, but I think he's going to go over this. It's 21.5 on Parlay Play. We're getting it for 20.5. And then Clint Capella, I like him over 10.5 rebounds tonight. And getting that on all platforms. And then Boston Nick's going to have to correct me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but Gershon Yabusele Is that right? Let me know, bro. But I'm going over his 17.5 PRA. And yeah, getting that on all platforms. The only difference is Vucevic is 1 point cheaper on parlay play. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, so to bring that up really quick, it was Vucevic over 1.5 threes. He hit that. He went for like, I think he went 10 or 3 for 10. So it was a little sketchy, but he got it. Yeah, so for me today, I'm going with Brook Lopez first half PRA over 8.5. This is super duper low. I know Middleton's back, but I don't really care. So that doesn't matter for Brook. I like Julius Randle for over 19.5 points. This is pretty low. I like this line a lot against the Golden State. And then I'm going back to Sabonis, but I'm taking his assists at 5.5 instead of his PA. So liking that line a lot.
All right, well, let's start breaking it down. So yeah, this one's pretty simple for me. Clint Capella, I like him to go over this rebounds. I'm surprised that the regular line is at 10.5. Maybe they know something I don't know. Maybe you guys know something I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But he's been really popping off, especially these last 5 games. This is an EV plus play on Outlier. Yeah, so he didn't hit it against Cleveland, but then he went for 13 the next game against Cleveland, 14 against Charlotte, 17 against the Pelicans, 17 against Milwaukee on the 4th, and then now he's got this matchup against the Lakers where the matchup is 30th in rebounds allowed to centers. So I think he can get us at least 11. So I'm going to be taking this for more. Yeah, his minutes are kind of like up and down. I think that it seems like the trend is, let's see if it correlates with the scoring. It really doesn't. I mean, this game against Cleveland it was 135 to 124 in regulation. Looks like not even overtime there. He played 18.5 minutes. Next game against Cleveland, he played 25.4 minutes, and then he got 13 rebounds. So that kind of correlates the rebounding with the minutes played. But I like to look for trends like this. I feel like there's something going on here where they kind of regulate the work of some of their key players, where they'll keep them around 20 minutes, then they'll give them an extended game, then they'll keep them around 20 minutes, then they'll give them an extended game. And then, I'm like, I love looking at trends. And so if this is a trend, he should get his extended minutes game tonight. Maybe he'll be, in the high 20s, closer to 30 minutes. That also depends on whether or not we get a blowout. This is surprisingly a closer spread than I was expecting because the Lakers have not looked good lately. 232 over under, so expecting it to be decently high scoring, but they only have the Hawks favored by 5.5 playing in Atlanta. So I don't understand that. I think the Lakers need to prove it to say they're going to be as close as the Hawks are, because I think the Hawks are playing good basketball. I know Trey's a game time decision, but he's kind of been a game time decision all year. I expect him to play tonight. So yeah, I feel great about this Capella play. This is one of the demons I took in my slip. So I'll break that down after we go through our regular plays. But next up, we've got this Gershon. I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong, bro. So the matchup doesn't look great. 7th in points allowed, 15th in rebounds allowed, 3rd in assists allowed. I have not watched this guy a whole lot. This is more of just looking at the data type of a play than it is like I've been watching this guy play a lot. But what I'm trying to figure out is Outlier has him listed as power forward, but they're saying so if Andre Drummond with dealing with the ankle is unable to play Friday, the club should continue to take an extended look at Gershon's or Gershon, probably how you say it, with Pete Nance likely seeing minutes off the bench. Extended look at Gershon. So I mean like Drummond being out could be like that everybody sees a little bit of a bump. But I mean, part of me is like, oh, is he playing the 5? Like, is he coming off the bench playing the 5? I'm being transparent with you guys, letting you know, like, I haven't watched this guy play a lot, but this data looks great. So if he happens to slide into the 5, it's similar, like a tough matchup. But he just played Orlando. His last game was against Orlando, and he went for 26 PRA, 15.7 rebounds, 4 assists. Drummond is looking like he's not going to play. I did a little bit of research on it. We have Joel Embiid out as of 3 hours ago. And if Drummond, I mean, maybe that'll push them to just have Drummond play through. But the most recent news that I've looked at is that he's not likely to play. So yeah, I mean, he got almost 37 minutes last game, and he went for 26. So I'm feeling good about him going over this 17 and a half. So yeah, it's about as simple as that. Let's see, for the Capella play, let me show you DG, forgot to do that. They've got his 10.5 rebounds, favored to go over, 51.13% odds to hit the over, minus 122. Some of these are juicing the odds of this the way I would expect it. I would expect this odds to hit to be higher than 51.13%. Someone who's got 3 straight games with 14 rebounds, 2 straight games with 17 rebounds, in the softest rebound matchup of this run that he's been on. I don't know why this isn't super juiced to go over 10.5. Maybe it's a pace of play type of thing. Maybe they actually are expecting a blowout. I don't know, but I'm absolutely taking this over 10.5. I saw that his rebounds, assists are trending. It was at 11.5, and then it went to 12. I'd rather just take the rebounds at 10.5. Yeah, so here it is. They actually like that better. The rebounds, assists over 12, 51.36% odds to hit the over. I know that he can get us sometimes. Like we like to take his assist demon when it's at 1.5. I'm a fan of that, but it's not like he's cashing that regularly. He's usually good for 1 assist a game. So I would rather take this 1.5 bump down and just take the rebounds alone. So that's just me. You guys can go with your gut. They like a lot of his stuff to go over. They like the blocks and steals. They heavily favor that to go over. Points, assists, they like to go over, which I don't personally understand because he hasn't been cashing that 10-point mark in these last couple of games. So yeah, I'm just sticking with the rebounds. And then for, let's see, Gershon, they like this to go over just barely. It's a 50.58% odds to hit the over, minus 120. And yeah, everyone's just kind of slightly favoring this to the over. So if you'd rather take something else, they like his points a little bit better at 9.5. They like his points rebounds at 16. So yeah, you've got some options here. They love his fantasy score under 23, 55.67% odds to hit the under. He just went for 26 PRA against this same team, and now he's got some key players that are potentially missing this game. So I'm not going to take that fantasy score under. And then for my last regular play, where are you at here? Getting into my demon plays here. Vucevic. So yeah, I like him to get this done. A big part of the reason why I expect him to get this done is this is a. Oh wait, what was I reading there? Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I'm confusing myself here. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this over under is a 248.5 over under. They're expecting this to be a very high scoring game. Pacers favored by 3.5, playing in Chicago. If they're hitting that 248.5 over under, Vucevic is going to be scoring. Like, he's got to be part of this situation. 20th in scoring allowed, points allowed to centers. He's just coming off that game where he went against the Spurs for 39. I believe that went to overtime. It didn't. That was regulation. 35 minutes, he put up 39 points. That's wild. Dude has been playing. He took a step this year. Good for him, because yeah, we're realizing we haven't seen the ceiling for Vucevic yet, which is always exciting. But yeah, so 21.5 points in a game that has a 248.5 over under. Like, give me that all day. Like, that's not even like, I mean, I don't even know what that percentage of the pie is, but it's not that big, 21.5. So I expect him to go over. He has a relatively soft matchup. The dude's been kind of on a heater this year. So I'm just taking his points alone. If we take a look at daily grind for this one, they like his rebounds and assists over 13.5 as the best play outside of another fantasy score under. His points they don't like. So someone explain it to me, because I don't get it. 21.5, I'll take that. Probably because some of these platforms like Parlay Play are giving it to us at 20.5. So they have this favored at a 51.35% odds to hit the under, minus 123. But I'm absolutely taking this. They like his points rebounds just barely to go over 32. So yeah, so you're expecting him to at least get a double-double if you think the points are not going over. If he's not getting 22 points tonight, but he's getting 32 points rebounds, you're expecting him to go for at least 11 boards. I just don't see it. If it's a pace of play type thing where Indiana's trying to play fast and Vucevic is the big-bodied guy and they have to go a little bit smaller to keep up with the pace, I just don't understand, because he's not going to get more rebounds if he's playing less minutes either or playing fast-paced ball. So give me the points. I expect him to try to actually slow things down a little bit and control this game a little bit. So I'm happy to take this for more. And then so we already went over that. So that covers my 3 plays. And we'll get back to the demons here in just a minute. If you guys want to check out this app Outlier, it is just, we say it every video, but this app is so awesome. It helps us make decisions every single day. You can get into all of the fine details, taking players in and out of the equation. You can go to just home games or just away games, whatever game they're playing. It'll just let you turn this switch. And then you can see what they've done on the road or at home alone. Again, you can take players in and out of the equation. I absolutely love this app. Matchups, injury reports, they've got you covered on everything. They've got this cool insights tab that shows you plays that they like, and they point you in the direction of each play on the platform they're getting it on, and then they tell you whether or not they like it over under, and they give you a little note as to why. It's awesome. Outlier is absolutely awesome. So if you guys want to try this out, you can go through the link in the description below, and they'll let you try it out free for 7 days. You don't have to put a code in, just sign up through that link and you get 7 days with this to just take advantage. So, all right, Jordy.
All right. Yeah. So to get into mine here, I've got this Brook Lopez first half PRA. We usually always take this at 9.5 in the Discord. I'm a big believer in this play. As you can see here, he's hit this in every head-to-head, 6 of 6 against Boston on this play. At 8.5, this is super low. 8.5, like I said, we usually take it at 9.5. He's gone over this 8.5, 11 out of 21 games this year, but he's hit in every head-to-head against them. So I love this play. He hasn't been hitting it as much this year as last year. Last year he hit this in 64 out of 85 games. He's off to a little bit of a slow start with the scoring and stuff this year. It's a really tough matchup, but he matches up well against other bigs. Lopez is not a shy player at all. If he's on, he's gonna keep shooting the ball, and he doesn't care. He'll pull up from 35 feet, no problem. The dude is one of the wildest centers I've ever watched play, because he's so comfortable just pulling up from 3 all the time. But I love this play. He's gone over it 6 out of 6 head-to-heads. Tough matchup, but he's playing 16.4 minutes in the first half of these games, so I love this. I think he's getting plenty of time to get this done. Not too much more to talk about on this one. If you can't find the first half PRA, I do like the full PRA at 16.5 too. This is really low. He's hit this in 4 out of 6 head-to-head, so not as great. But it's still there. He's still getting the potential to hit it, so I do like the full PRA if you can't find the first half stuff. Next, I'm taking Julius Randle. Looking at this, he's gone over this in 15 out of 21 games this year. Last game against the Clippers, he could have went for 45 if that game was competitive, because he got to 20 points very quickly. I'm pretty sure it was in the first half. I think in the first half he had 17 points, and then they were blowing him out by 30, so they pulled the starters in I think the start of the 4th or something. So he was just going absolutely nuclear, though. I mean, it was pretty disgusting to watch. So tough matchup against Golden State here, but not even really that bad. 17th in points allowed to power forward. So Julius Randle's just been playing super confident basketball. If you guys watch them play, this dude's an absolute dog. He's getting that confidence with this team. He's starting to fit into his role of just being a straight up scorer now. So I do like this to go over 19.5. I think 19.5 is a great deal. So he's averaging 14.7 attempts, field goal attempts. He's making 50% of those. 4.9 3-point attempts. He shot 9 threes in that last game and made 4 of them. So you're lucky I'm not getting his 3-point props, or I might have been taking those too. But I do like the points at 19.5. I think he's a good enough all-around scorer. He's not a 3-and-D guy. The 3-point props I like to take are the guys who are just shooting a ton of 3-point attempts, right? So KCP, no matter whether he burns me or not, I'm always going to take his 3s at 1.5 because he shoots 10 attempts. He burned us on our demon slips a couple days ago, but I'm still not mad at him because he shoots so many attempts. So with this play, this dude shoots enough field goal attempts and enough threes for me to feel it's Julius Randle. The 19.5 points is super low. So loving this play. If we look at this on DG, they like it to go under on the points, minus 121 on the points. They like the points rebounds at 25.5. I know that got bumped. So with the refresh, they don't like the PR anymore. They don't like the points to go over either. So I don't know. I'm all over this play though. I love this 19.5 line. My next one, you would think I'd be mad at Sabonis, but this guy's just too consistent, man. His assists at 5.5 are pretty solid, I think. Easy matchup, 23rd in assists allowed to centers, giving up 3.9. Obviously, they're not playing someone like Sabonis every day, who is like a very good assisting big man. So if you look at this head to head, he's hit this 4 out of 5 times, 7, 11, 9, 4, and 6. So this is gonna be a fun game, fast paced game. Pace factor, we got the Spurs sitting at 16th and the Sacramento Kings sitting at 17th. So pretty fast-paced game here, I'd say. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot more scoring going on, so there's more assists to be had, and Sabonis is a guy who pushes the ball up the court a lot. He kind of plays that like Draymond Green style basketball where he just pushes the ball up the court and finds someone. So I do like this play a lot. I think it's a pretty solid line at 5.5. He's getting 36.4 minutes a game, 3.7 fouls, not getting in foul trouble too much, but 9.9 potential assists per game. So the dude's just been really trying to find the assist game going. So last year, he went over this in 66 out of 84 games. You're never getting this line at 5.5 last year. It was always at 7.5, 6.5, 8.5. So because he was averaging so many triple doubles last year too. So this is going to go up over the year, and I'm going to milk this play while it's at 5.5 or 6 until it keeps going up, because I know he'll get it done. It's still early yet. These guys are hitting their stride with the scoring and stuff. So I love this play. I think this is a good one. I'm going to be taking this over. They like this to go over as well on DG, minus 125, pretty much across the board, except for a couple of these don't like it to go over. But I think this is a good play. I'm going to take it. Do you want me to cover my demons real quick before you go into yours, or?
Sure.
Okay. So, my first one is Lowry Markkanen 3-pointers. This is, it's going to be a little bit of a tougher play to hit for sure. They're playing Portland, 6th in threes allowed to power forwards, but he's been shooting so many attempts, 6.9 attempts per game, making 38%. We just need him to hit 4, but I mean, in some of these games, he's shooting 11 attempts, making 5, 11 made 2. Once he gets this going, he's been dealing with injury, he's been dealing with like all these other little things, but he's been consistently back now. So I do like this to eventually start hitting. I mean, 11 3-point attempts. The dude's going to find his groove eventually, and he's going to start really cashing these. So I think in a really fast-paced game like this, 15th in pace, 10th in pace, 3-point percentage. These teams are both pretty bad, 23rd and 21st, but it's going to be a high-scoring game, I think. I mean, Portland and Utah can put up a ton of points, and they don't really play a whole lot of defense, like 21st in overall 3 points allowed. So it's not like this team is overwhelmingly positive with the 3 points. It's just a tough matchup with who he's got defending him. So I do like this. If you don't like it, I mean, it's a demon play. It's going to be tougher to hit, but we're getting a fat multiplier on this one, so I do like it to go over. And I'm using this for my Flex Friday slip, so we're getting a 98x on all 3 of my regular plays and these 3 demons. I don't know how to say this dude's last name. It's Zachary Risher, I think is how you say it. So
where's Boston?
I know, we need him in here. So we butcher names on the regular over here, at least I do. So this kid has been actually looking pretty solid. He's getting 24 minutes. He's coming. He started the other day, and then he was like, all over the place, but he's hit this in 11 out of 23 games, so it's not like an impossible line. It's just at 1.5 over the last 10 games. He's hit this 5 times. Over the last 5, he's only hit it once, which is why we're getting this line, I think. But honestly, like 28th in assists allowed in this matchup to the Lakers. The Lakers defense has been abysmal this year, so I don't mind this play at all. And the Hawks have scores everywhere. Like every time you look up, the Hawks are getting a new scorer. They got Dyson Daniels now. They got Jalen Johnson. They got Trae Young. Clint Capella is really hitting his stride now. So I do like this play to go over. I think if this guy can get the ball in the right people's hands just randomly, I think this play can cash no problem. So I do like this demon to go over 1.5. He's exceeded 0.5 assists in 7 out of 8 of his last 10 games against bottom 10 defenses in assists allowed. And the Lakers are like probably in the bottom of the barrel. They're 28th allowed in assists. So good matchup for him. He's at least getting 1 assist in this matchup. We know that, but we need him to get that second one. So I don't mind this play at all. And then I think this one's pretty obvious. I know a lot of people are all over this play, but this Mo Wagner 0.5 block, this looks great. And over the last 5 games, he's hit this in 5 out of 5 games, 6 out of 10. In the head-to-head, he's hit this 2 different times. He had 2 blocks the last time they played, and that was actually just 2 nights ago. So Mo he's a pretty solid defender. He's a big dude. He does come off the bench, but he gets about 21 minutes in some of these games. So, over the last 20 games, he's getting 20.2 minutes per game. Plenty of time for him to come in and block a shot. 24th in blocks allowed to centers, so really good value here, giving up 2.2 blocks per game. He's exceeded 0.5 blocks in 5 out of 6 of his last games on the road too, so he's averaging 1.2 blocks on the road. So pretty solid value, I think, in this demon. I know this one has a lot of takes, but still no Gary Harris, no Paulo Banchero, so they're rotating their bench a lot, and Mo Wagner's been seeing the floor a lot lately, and he looked pretty solid defensively the last time I watched them against Philly, and that was a couple nights ago. But yeah, it's a pretty solid play there. I think not really overthinking that one. That's just a really solid 0.5 block line. So yeah, that's going to cover all 3 of my demons. If you guys want to check out this optimizer from Daily Grind, this thing's awesome. We love it. It pairs so well with Outlier. These two just go hand in hand together, and it really matches up perfect. So if you want to check out DG, go to dgfantasy.com and use code BACKDOOR to get 25% off your first purchase with DG. It will pay for itself in the end, man. I really do believe that. It's helped us cash so many slips. The top under on the day I would never take, but it's Ashton Genty under 30 fantasy score at a -156. But yeah, they've got everything on here. They've already got stuff for UFC tomorrow night, which is going to be a lot of fun. And they've got stuff out for college football and all that stuff. So if you want to check this out, dgfantasy.com, use code BACKDOOR. And if you want to check out Chalkboard, Chalkboard's another DFS platform on the mobile. It's a mobile app only right now, or else we'd covered a lot more, because I really do like Chalkboard a lot. I think it's like one of the better platforms, to be honest, with their payouts. They give you a lot of really good alt lines, and honestly, a lot of the alt lines they give you that are like demon type plays really aren't even that hard to hit, and you get really good multipliers on them. So if you want to go check that out, go to Chalkboard and use code BACKDOOR to get 100% match up to $100 and a free play to help you cash your first slip. So a lot of fun over there, and they run like 6 specials a day, so pretty good deals over there. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me.
Yeah, Chalkboard's awesome.
It is.
All right, so on to my demon slip. I'm swinging for the fences as usual. Made 140x 6-man. So if you guys don't like that kind of heat, you don't have to take this slip. Demons are obviously harder to hit, but this is my protected play. 140x for all 6. 5 of 6 is going to give us 12.5x. And then if we get 4 of 6, we're still getting 2.5x. I just like, when I'm getting my money back, no matter what, I just like to swing for the fences. So I want all demons. 3 of these are plays that I'm already taking that I'm just bumping up. So we got the Gershon PRA at 21.5. We know he just went for 26 in this last game. I'll walk through these, but I'm going to tell you what I've got first. Julius Randle, 34.5 PRA. I like him to go over this. I'll break down why. Jonathan Isaac, 14.5 PRA. I'm going to be taking that. I got that Mo Wagner blocks as well. Shout out to Nod. He's the one who put it on my radar in the Discord. I took a closer look. I'm like, yeah, I do like this a lot. And obviously block type props are always going to make you sweat a little bit, because you don't see guys going for 8 or 10 unless it's Wemby every now and again. But so yeah, that one's going to make me sweat a little bit, but hopefully he hits it early for us so we don't have to sweat that much. And then I'm going to go Vucevic over 24.5. It's only a 4-point bump. I think that he can get 25 points in this game tonight. And then Clint Capella, I'm bumping those rebounds up 3 more for the 14 rebounds. I know that one's a little bit harder to hit, but he's done it in 3 straight games. So let's look a little bit deeper into these real quick. We already talked about Clint Capella, but yeah, he missed it. He's cleared it in 3 out of his last 5. He missed it by 1. And we also talked about the minutes correlation. The game that he missed, he got a little bit less minutes. And even here, we can see when he went for 13 against Cleveland the next night, he went for 25.4 minutes. And then, popped off for 14 in a softer matchup against Charlotte in just under 20 minutes. But then against the Pelicans. Almost 29 minutes, 17 boards, 23.4 minutes against Milwaukee, 17 boards. So I'm hoping that I'm right about this trend. I hope he's at least at the 28, 29 minute mark, and I think he can get us 14 rebounds tonight. And he's got the really soft matchup here, 30th in rebounds allowed to centers. So I do like that play a lot. And then this Gershon, so we're getting it at 21.5 for the PRA. What do I have this set to? Yeah, just his last 10. Joel Embiid is out, and then Drummond. If Drummond doesn't play, I love this even more. But yeah, he's cleared this in 6 out of his last 10 games, and back-to-back nights, and he just put up 26 against Orlando the last time they played. So I'm comfortable taking that play as a demon. Jonathan Isaac, this one is a little bit up in the air. He's got a soft matchup tonight. He just went for 18 points and rebounds against Philly in that last game they played. And I'm just hoping he gets the minutes, because the only thing that makes me nervous is he only played 14.9 minutes, but he still went for 14 points and 4 rebounds. But we are seeing that he was going pretty regularly here, like knocking on the door of 20 minutes. And then I'm not totally sure. You guys have to let me know if you know, but I don't know if he dealt with a little bit of an injury or if his minutes were just cut. But we saw a dramatic drop in the minutes. And then it's been kind of trending up. So I'm hoping that we're back up at that like 19 mark, at least. That's my only concern is the minutes. But again, he did it in 15 minutes last game. He went for 14 points. I also thought about taking his points alone. There's a point demon at 9.5 if you'd rather take that. But I'm going to just go for the full PRA. They don't have a PR demon, but 14.5 points and rebounds. I like that cushion there just in case his points are at like, if he hits his rebounds, you get what I'm saying. If he goes for like 12 points, I guess that would still cash the points. So maybe the points is the better play. 9.5, that could still be a demon. But the matchup is looking solid. 23rd in points allowed, 26th in rebounds allowed, 15th in assists allowed. So I hope that he gets this for us. It's just 15. If he gets the minutes, I think he'll get it done. And then next up, this Julius Randle play. So if we just look here at 2024, and let's bump that up to 34. The thing is 34.5 is not asking much full PRA for Julius Randle. Although I know he hasn't hit it that much on just 7 games in 2024. But he's still, I mean, like if you watched what I watched in that last game, I took his demon PRA against the Clippers. He would have cashed that if that wasn't a blowout. He came out absolutely hot. He was just killing it, just driving up the PRA in the first half. And the game got so out of reach, he did not play much, if at all, in the fourth quarter. He went for 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. So this is the Warriors. You just never know. They're a much tougher team. They can just show up, but we do have some injuries to take a look at. Steph Curry is a game time decision. I actually hope he plays to keep this game a little bit closer and not have like as much of a potential blowout. Draymond Green is a game time decision too. They both missed the last game that the Warriors had, and there's a chance that they both play tonight. I would feel better about Draymond actually not playing, but even if he does play, I think that I'm hoping that this aggressive approach to the offense is something that is going to continue with Randle. But 34.5 for a demon is not asking that much, in my opinion. And then, so if we take a look here, I think we do have this insight. If you take a look at what he's done here, what does the insight actually say? Julius Randle has exceeded 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 12 of his last 15 games versus bottom 10 defenses for rebounds allowed. He's averaging 34.7 PRA, so he's clearing that just barely, but he is averaging over that on this run against bottom 10 defenses for rebounds allowed. Overall, they're 27th in rebounds allowed. So that's just a little data point that Outlier has for us, which is why I love this app so much. I'm just hoping. Let's take a look at. So we got a 218.5 over under. Not expecting it to be super high scoring. Minnesota favored by 1 playing in Golden State, so they're expecting it to be a close game. I just need, I think the points will be there. I think he's good for at least in the low 20s, but I'm hoping that he cashes a few boards, and maybe he can if they're, 27th in rebounds allowed. So that's part of the reason. And then there's that Mo Wagner blocks over his last 5. And then he had 2 against Philly in that last game. So obviously we're feeling pretty comfortable with it. It's just something we have to take a chance on. He just needs 1, 24th in blocks allowed to centers. And then this last play, Vucevic, again, he's coming off of this game where he played 35 minutes. He went for 39 points against the Spurs. This is not the same type of matchup. So I'm just hoping that he can get us at least 25 points. It's the same reasoning behind why I like his regular points line, but this is a 248.5 over under. So they're expecting it to be really high scoring. They're favoring the Pacers by 3.5, so his minutes shouldn't be cut due to any sort of blowout unless Indiana just absolutely stomps them in the first half. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen, but they're playing in Chicago. So I gotta, Vooch has been hot. I think 24.5 points is asking a little bit much, but let's take a look here. I'll set this to 24.5. I'm sure he hasn't done it much. 7 out of 23 games. Been heating up like the back half of this stretch. He's been cashing it a little bit more often. But let's take a look here. So yeah, relatively soft matchup, 20th in points allowed to centers. So that's what I'm going to be going with for my demon slip, and swinging for the fences. I know it's asking a lot to hit all 6 of those, but on the $20 protected play, that'd give us $2,800. So if I'm getting my money back, no matter what, I'm going to just, take a chance on the big payday. So yeah, that's going to cover all of that. Let me see. I should have had this ready, but I'll just pull this up real quick. If you guys want to come join our Discord, we have a killer community. We're going to be in here talking games all day, and you can take advantage of that parlay play promo. If you sign up and you use our code, that will get you 30 days in our premium Discord. And you just got to, make sure you use the code, and then email us, and we will take care of you. So yeah, I mean, this is just some of the community wins over the last couple of days. But yeah, we play multiple platforms. We just have a really fun time, honestly. Really killer community. If you want to just jump right in, though, you can go through Patreon, sign up there, and that manages our subscriptions. So you sign up, go into the settings on Patreon. There's a connected apps option in the menu bar, and then it'll log you into your Discord straight from there. You can hop in the community chat, let us know that you're new so we can welcome you and show you around, make sure you know how to use everything. And then if you want to follow us on social media, we're at BackdoorFS on X, TikTok, and Instagram. We have our personal socials in the description as well below. So if you want to follow us, come say, hey, we'd love to chat a little bit online with you. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. Have fun on Flex Friday, guys. This is a fun day. We have 7 games. There's plenty out there to take advantage of value-wise. But good luck with your slips, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.